security. The third annual consultative program held in Buyam under the auspices of the Livestock Horticulture Development Project availed the over 200 farmer delegates the opportunity to assess their scorecards and share best practices. Joy has the details.
Meeting convened by the Livestock and Horticulture Development Project brought together more than 200 local farmers from across the country. Experts say the main thrust of the consultative platform is based on the fact that the Livestock and Horticulture Development Project is demand-driven and therefore stakeholders have great interest and impact in the technical review of the project.
What we basically do in this is to review, as a collective team, review what we said we were going to do when we met in Parapeng. Today is that review session. But having gone through that, we should also plan as a process what we would do in 2014. This is why we are here. At this review, there's no senior, there's no junior, there's no watchman, there's no driver, there's no officer. Everybody has something at stake. To make it work well, we must all come together in view of the process, what we thought went right, what we thought went wrong. We should all say it openly.
With funding support from the International Fund for Agricultural Development and the African Development Bank, the LHDP project has successfully implemented 10 horticultural, 10 poultry sites and 10 small ruminant projects across the country. However, with the exit period of the funding partners pegged at June 2014 and 2015 respectively, what happens after the projects wind up?
2014 will be the exit year for ADB. And for ADB activities, all the sites, we have 10 horticultural sites, we have 10 small ruminant sites, and 10 poultry sites. All these sites are fully equipped. The houses are built. If it were ruminants, all the ruminant houses are equipped with all the necessary animals in them. If it were the poultry houses, some of them for the 10 poultry groups, I can safely say today, no single group has less than $300,000 in their accounts with their various savings. But that is not enough. That is not enough. If the project is winding up, we need to consolidate that. And how do we do that? We try to form them into associations.
The issue of producer cooperative societies is top on the project's agenda as a way of further consolidating on the gains once the project phases out. The scheme has already begun and local producers in some areas have been divided into producer cooperatives, as Baba Jiba explains in this presentation.
The gardens are coming up gradually. We have started fencing and construction of reservoirs, and hopefully we'll start producing both for local and export market. We have also constructed the agro-processing plants, and hopefully we'll start processing of these surplus vegetables during the glut periods.
The farmer convergence provided an opportunity for sharing of experience and best practices in marketing of broilers. Presentations were made on small ruminant fattening, such as traditional methods of castration, which generated questions and answers. What then could be the key take-home message for the scores of farmers drawn from across the country?
My speech centered on twofold. One was directed to the farmers. The farmers have to take ownership of the projects, and they have to be very careful when they are selecting these sites. Normally, we are encountering problems. Farmers will come up with a site with all the necessary transactions. At the end, it falls in only one person's hand, and eventually they themselves will come around and say, maybe this was not done in consultation with us, the farmers. I have called on them to take ownership of the projects. Secondly, most of the projects, the sites, like being it a garden site, a poultry site, or a small ruminant site, has to be looked after.
We have to be very frank. One, to what we are doing in our various enterprises. Two, we have to be very frank to the project, to what the project is doing as what it's supposed to be doing. These two things, they have to match.
After interactive sessions during the 3rd Annual Consultative Farmers Platform convened by the Livestock and Horticulture Development Project. Participants will disperse with renewed resolutions anchored on the objectives of the project designed to improve the lots of farmers. Ominjai, GRTS.
A play by Pan-African Theatre and Film Production entitled In the Name of Love, Respects the African Woman, premiered recently at Ebunja Theatre Hall. Rahibite was among the audience, and she reports the production sheds light on domestic violence and the pain the African woman endures in life.
Entitled In the Name of Love, Respect the African Woman was not only part of the quest to revitalize the culture of going to cinemas, appreciate and support the country's creative art industry, but also promoting African values. The display painted a true picture of Africa, contrary to the stereotypes many are used to believe.
I'm anxious to come. What is the good news?
I was in the farm this afternoon. When to my surprise, I saw Ibrahim, the chief's messenger, hurriedly coming towards me.
This play, which captured the minds of many who were present at the event, also touched on the violence women go through from several stages of their lives. It is written by Aissa Jallow, a Sierra Leonean based in the Gambia. She is said to have written several plays in the past.
Among the plays she has in her repertoire are Cry of the Country Virgin, which was released in 2009, Chains of Blood, Power of Love, Judgment of Love, Desperate Sacrifices, Abortion in 2013, The Big Jewel in 2013, Love Battle for Sacrifices, and Sierra Leonean Flowers Will Grow. These are the plays that she has written. And in film, she was a guest artist in The Mirror Boy. She played a role in it. She acted in Living in Love, a TV series.
As African drama is now a catalyst in the world, the Pan-African theater and film production are also on the drive to add their name, the country and Africa at large in the world's art industry. The play was launched with $10,000 by Minion Job.
The Pan-African Theatre and Film Production Company aims to get rid of the Africa that shows the multitude of images of starving kids with flies on them. The company aims to empower youths, create jobs, provide a medium to display pure Gambian talents, and help grow the economy.
Though they are young, but those behind this development have used their ingenuity to come up with something that captivated the minds of many.
Theater is not just for entertainment, but education and can contribute to socio-economic development. And this tells you that it is a serious business. Theater or any form of literature that does not speak for its own times has no relevance. Theater must therefore address the critical needs, aspiration of people. We must use our theatrical skills to promote peace and development.
After 2 hours of watching a play many describe as interesting, these were the remarks made by some members of the audience.
With regards to my impressions, I think the play is one of the excellent talents of the Gambian young people that has been portrayed here. And the play here actually showcases the turbulence the African woman goes through day in, day out. And I wish that our African men will learn from this play and actually change the attitude, the approach towards our sisters. To the young Gambians, this is a clear manifestation. The talents are here and we can make it. We can make a difference.
I think it is a very great initiative. I really enjoy the play. I'm really happy. They put this play like this, you know, to show people, bring to light what happens to girls. She is forced into marriage, and this is what happened to her. Her whole life she's suffering. I only wish they put that she